Everyone on this team, they allow the ball to dictate where it goes. Just unselfish to a fault.
And Portland starts out with the ball. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. Livingston and Thompson are the guards. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Harkless. Over in the corner, Lillard. 5 on the clock. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Off the pick. Jump shot is good. And the Warriors last year averaging right around 30 assists a game as a team. Greg, just a huge number, and they led the league in that regard by a wide margin.
Yeah, the passing they do is what they purpose as well. And I really feel like they have the highest collective basketball IQ in the game. I mean, they get a lot of free points off backdoor cuts or leak outs, and that's all because of their ball movement and awareness as a group.
Now, here's Lillard. After the miss from Klay Thompson, he used that pick to perfection. Lillard's got his second bucket of the night.
Just have to believe that Lillard keeps working on being a better finisher. First couple years, a bit of a weakness. Now, definitely a strength.
Now, here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. They set the pick. Lillard with no one around. That 3 off the mark. So it's the Warriors now. Unloads. Thompson misses. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's McCollum. No good on that one. So Golden State will take it the other way. Here's Green. And Evan Turner pulls it down.
Yeah, a bit of a tough start here at 1 for 4.
3-pointer, Lillard. It's good from long range. Lillard's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside, Green. And Thompson kicks to Livingston. The screen from Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Durant just inside the line. Portland grabs the miss.
And 1 for 5 is a tough way to start the game, Kevin. They got to get it going.
Lillard with it, picked up by Thompson. Screen by Nurkic. Here's Turner, and he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And Evan Turner, Brent, signed that big deal in the summer of 2016, that 4-year, $70 million deal with Portland. Do you think they're getting their money's worth?
I think the idea is to have a secondary ball handler out there, a guy that they can post up a little bit and still make plays. So the adjustment, not just Evan Turner in a new system, the guys that he plays with have to adjust also to his skill set. We'll see as the years go on how much Evan Turner helps improve what Portland's trying to do offensively.
2 seasons ago, you think about the Blazers. They were a young, overachieving team full of great bargain contracts. Well, yeah, they're still young, but they had to shell out some big-time cash to kind of keep that young nucleus together.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Floats one, and McCollum with the layup. And despite spending big money to keep their young talent all together, last season the Blazers, Greg, narrowly made the playoffs and were swept in the first round.
Yeah, and some of those contracts, they have to be a concern if this team doesn't show progress this season. Still, there's something to be said for that stability. This roster given the chance to grow together and develop that chemistry and continuity. Let's see what the ceiling is.
Here's Livingston following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Traps in the tray. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
That's just hours and hours of footwork and using that off the screen there to great effect.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort.
Livingston passes to Green. Back to Thompson from past the arc. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. And it's 8 points for Klay Thompson.
That's a shot that Klay Thompson has perfected, a consistent catch-and-shoot guy.
Lillard with it. He has 7. It's rebounded by Livingston.
Credit the defense, wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there. And he made him attempt a difficult layup.
Now, here's Thompson. He's got 8. That one goes. Count it. He's got 10.
Thompson doing a good job of squaring himself up on that shot. Defended well, but still capable of nailing jumpers.
And Turner kicks to Lillard. The tray. Again, the miss by Lillard. On offense, here are the Warriors. Good momentum, 8 straight points. 2 points, that one goes. Here's Turner. He feeds it to Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Shoots over McGee. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Now, here's Livingston. Defense is right there. They kick it out to Green. McGee is screen on Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Green with a screen for Durant. Over Harkless. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. For Portland, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. McCollum dishes to Lillard. Pulls it up. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Thompson against McCollum. That gives them the lead. That's 12 points for Klay Thompson.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Lillard with a screen from McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Stolen by Thompson. Now here's Durant, defended by Harkless. Green kicks to Livingston. Green, the screen. Livingston passes to Green. That one's not going to go. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Over in the corner, Lillard. To stop the drought. Rebounded by McGee.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
Now, here's Livingston. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And Golden State also making a change. Caspy's checked in. And here's McCollum. Passes to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. It's tipped. Now here's Green. He kicks it to Livingston. Caspy dishes to McGee. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Brent, all things being equal, do you like the idea of sending everyone to the defensive glass to avoid giving away second chance points, or do you like leaking a guy or two out in transition, hoping for the best?
I don't think the leak out is a good idea at all, Kevin. You got to have 5 guys attentive to any possession. Most coaches in the NBA will tell you that a possession is not a stop until you collect the defensive rebound.
And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle, but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
Trailblazers trail by 5. And Lillard kicks to Turner. He dishes it to Nurkic. It's McCollum on the wing. Shot to stop the run, and he knocks down the jumper. McCollum's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, we've seen highlights of the deep threes, and we know he can get to the rim, but McCollum's mid-range game, well, that's something special. Impressive there.
Durant with another miss.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
McCollum passes to Lillard. Kicks it to Turner. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Davis is checked in for Nurkic, and Shabazz Napier subbed in for McCollum. Turner with the screen. And Lillard kicks to Napier. 6 to shoot. Here's Davis. The shot, no good. Great tee that time from Green. The feed to Livingston. Green, the screen. Now Casper. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Durant. Good work defensively by Turner.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And Lillard kicks to Connaughton. Stolen by McGee. Here's Green. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
And Portland making a change here. Aminu's checked in, and then for Golden State. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Cook subbed in for Sean Livingston. Here is Cook, covered by Lillard. Here's Durant. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Well, as good as he is from the outside, Durant can beat you up with a variety of inside moves as well.
Out to the wing. Here's Napier. He's covered by Thompson. Napier kicks to Connaughton. There's a good screen. Over in the corner, Lillard. No good on the three.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Thompson for the triple. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
Now, here's Lillard. 7 points in the game. Baseline jumper. Lillard again missing. Here's Golden State now. They've got a 22-run going. What a pace. Green kicks to Cook. 1:24 left here in the opening quarter. The pass to Green. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Napier dishes to Lillard. To the left side wing. Out to the right wing. Here's the screen. Here's Napier. Green with the block.
I like the extension there from Draymond Green, reaching out and timing that one. But that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Now here's Thompson. Tight defense on him. And it's Cook missing. Trailblazers trail by 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and now it's a double-digit lead. Caspy's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Napier. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. They set the pick. Lillard outside. Pass to Connaughton, trying to get back on track, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
so much talk about the game slowing down for the game's best players. Lillard composes himself, scans the court, and delivers the strength.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And certainly one of the game's bigger personalities, Draymond Green, had this to say about his approach to leadership.
Most importantly, it's just about how the guys respond to me. And, just really bringing that energy and that attitude and that fire each and every night, every day, whether it's in practice, whether it's, in the game, whatever it is, just always bringing that energy and that passion.
A heart and soul guy, Draymond Green has the kind of spirit, guys, that everyone else can just kind of feed off of.
Yeah, his talents and contributions now being appreciated. He's forced his way into the discussion of top 10 players in our league.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
The new era of NBA basketball, playing outside in. We'll see if they can take advantage of that moving forward.
Napier is out there with McCollum. Then there's Davis. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Connaughton in at the three. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Thompson outside. Again, the miss by Thompson.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
This Blazer team has some good continuity and some good chemistry. It's a young roster, and they get along pretty well. They've got two studs, obviously, at the guard position, and they keep improving.
Cook kicks to Thompson. The screen from Thompson. Feeds it to Pachulia. Thompson outside. Thompson is double. Stolen away. Nice break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Napier. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And from team dinners to off-season trips to train together, this Blazers team, Brent, led by Damian Lillard, has made the effort to get to know one another off the floor.
Well, that absolutely helps with the lines of communication, that it's always respectful, and sometimes it can be competitive and heated, but that's all right. Mostly for the young guys, the cool thing about it is that they feel a connection to the guys who've played several years in the league, and that helps them settle into their first year.
Cook, the pass to Thompson. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Thompson's got 17.
Yeah, defense, this is your coach calling. Could you find Klay Thompson? Thank you.
McCollum kicks to Aminu. The three. And it's Napier missing. The Warriors have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Fellas, Al-Farouq Aminu has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, my goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4 and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender, and I want the league to recognize that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And the Warriors dominant last season again, not only because, Greg, of their offense, but because of their defense. One of the best in the NBA, and they're just so active on that end of the floor.
No doubt about it. And you know what? Credit their personnel, because it allows them so much more flexibility defensively. And even when they go small, they have excellent rim protection. They're a physical bunch. I just don't think they get enough credit for their rebounding, one of the better teams in our league.
And he makes the first. Nick Young's checked in for Golden State. And so he hits both. And we've seen coaches that yell. You've seen some that show no emotion and everything in between. In your opinion, what's the perfect mental makeup for an NBA coach?
I don't think, Kevin, there's any exact science to what coaching can be. And I think the best coaches just have an innate ability to know when to push buttons, how to push buttons, and to do it on an individual level. There are many times that a coach can make the biggest impact with his player, Kevin, taking him aside and having conversations rather than doing everything in front of the team. And I think the best coaches have a pulse of each player on their team and take the time to go and do that.
That's good from Cook. And so Cook nails both of them.
Portland, Oregon, the nation's 24th largest market, fewer than half the TV households of Atlanta or Houston. But fortunately for the ownership group, who has some available income, this is a team that's willing to get out there and spend to bring in a team that can compete for a championship.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
McCollum outside. Over Thompson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And it's been over 4 decades since the Blazers' last NBA title.
This is a team that's willing and wanting to get back there. They're very hungry to get themselves back to championship caliber play. Certainly their backcourt is a great starting point.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, and C.J. McCollum mostly plays at that off-guard spot with the Blazers, but on a lot of teams, you could see him as the lead guard. I mean, 6'3" in height, and his handles are elite.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And C.J. McCollum can step into that point guard role very comfortably.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps it on a string going right or left. Terrific ball handler. Calling him a secondary ball handler is almost not doing him justice.
Here's Young. Can't hit that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. McCollum against Thompson. McCollum dishes to Napier. Back to McCollum. Aminu with it. Just 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's Connaughton missing. Warriors leading by 3. Thompson with it. Now defended by McCollum. And Thompson kicks to Cook. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Cook's got 6 in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for Pachulia. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. McCollum kicks to Napier. Off target with his 3.
And that's a rare sight. Usually shooters make the defense pay when they're that lackadaisical.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Turner's checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Shabazz Napier. And Golden State also making a change. Durant's checked in. And so Cook nails both of them. Brent, you were known for your leaping ability. You won a dunk contest. We all remember it very vividly. During the pre-draft process, did they measure your max vertical?
They did, Kevin. At the Chicago pre-draft camp, you run through a series of tests there. Your conditioning, how your CO2 gets kicked out. They put this mask on you and check your stamina. There's a bunch of doctors in there poking and prodding. I won't go into detail about that.
Thank you.
But they did measure the max vertical during that Chicago pre-draft, and it was about 39-inch vertical leap, so not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
Two shots.
First one falls for him.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Well, you look at this Warriors team, so many players with height that can hit a 3, bring the ball up court, and create a shot for someone else. Actually, Brent, it sounds a lot like you. That being said, do retired players ever dream of playing on a team like this talented?
Well, I think a lot of guys always think about when they're watching an NBA team play, especially ones that play a style with which you were very familiar with, that they want to put themselves out there on the floor and run the break and shoot threes. And yeah, I'm a little jealous about the way the Warriors go about their business. It would be a ton of fun to be spotted up with Kevin Durant and Steph Curry sitting out there on the wing.
Back to Young. Now the dish to Durant. Clock at 6. Goes up at the stripe. Durant with another miss.
And still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning. They'd like to get him going.
McCollum passes to Lillard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And the Blazers have a number of playmakers on their roster, and I think that takes the offensive load off of guys like Lillard and McCollum to score. Maybe a reason why Evan Turner was added to the roster. Try to get some guys in motion, maybe less attention to these guys playing in isolation to create some scoring opportunities.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Damian Lillard. And for Damian Lillard, perhaps a sign of his unselfishness, Brent, willing to play at times without the ball in his hands.
I think he's welcomed the fact that having the ball and trying to create that many offensive opportunities on a nightly basis is not good for your health. So keeping your teammates involved, letting C.J. McCollum handle some of those responsibilities, even a playmaking big man, that's paying some dividends for Damian Lillard. Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
Livingston kicks to Durant. Green, the screen. Now here's Durant, defended by Harkless. No good that time. And it's McCollum in the corner. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And C.J. McCollum, the league's most improved player in 2016, won it easily.
I like the quiet confidence of C.J. McCollum, who just was waiting for the minutes. I think he felt like he was capable of doing these things. He just needed the time. And with the time he got, he took full advantage of it. One of the best scorers now in the NBA.
Green, the screen. Durant kicks to Green. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his third assist on the night.
Draymond Green, in games where he hits at least one three-pointer, likes to take more. So we're going to see another one of those.
Turner against Young. Dishes to Livingston. Shoots over Lillard. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And now a 9-point Warrior lead. Outside Turner. Davis with a screen on Durant. Turner with the screen. Davis with it. Guarded now by Durant. Davis dishes to Harkless. And here's McCollum for three. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
I'm sure that's on the scouting report to not let him catch and shoot. With McCollum's marksmanship, that's easy money.
Here's Thompson. Lays it up off the glass. Thompson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Lillard kicks to Harkless. Davis setting the pick for Harkless. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And Mo Harkless, drafted by the Magic. He could not find his shot with the Magic in Orlando, and they basically gave him away in a trade to the Blazers. His offense is starting to come around, and I think with the contributions that Nurkic can make, he could open up some great opportunities for him to be better offensively and more consistent for them as a rebounder.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. As we know, Harkless, a one and done at St. John's, came into the NBA very young.
Sometimes with the younger players, you have to be patient, and it's also about finding a home. Harkless finally putting some things together in Portland. Last season was the most efficient one of his career offensively.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in. Harkless hits them both. Here is Durant. He's got 7. Thompson outside. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Trailblazers trail by 6. And here's McCollum. He's got 11. Screen by Nurkic. 3-pointer Lillard. The Warriors pull it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
You love basketball. Couldn't miss in the first quarter. Now can't make it in the second quarter. Got to be eating at him just a bit.
Nurkic a screen on Green. And Lillard kicks to Turner. Fires it up. Here's Nurkic. Good D by Thompson.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
Young with no one around. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
Unselfish play there from Clay. Fantastic at moving the ball that time to the open man.
Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Harkless kicks to Nurkic over Green. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Nurkic.
Nice job operating in the mid-range, using his size advantage to rise up and fire over the defender.
Off the pick. Again, Golden State.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
Screen by Nurkic. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Knocks down the 3 ball. Lillard's got 12 points in the game.
they're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And for the Blazers, tremendous scoring talent in their backcourt. How did they turn the corner in the West?
Clearly, it's going to be with their defense. I think that's where they've had their struggles. They're going to have to get better at the point of attack there and protecting the rim. I think some of it has to do with the lack of discipline, but also you could factor that into being just an inexperienced young group that's still kind of getting their feet wet.
And the Warriors making a change here. Casspe's checked in. Pass to Durant. And Casspe kicks to Green. There's a good screen. And here's Young from the arc. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Lillard outside. And Turner kicks to Harkless. Nurkic setting the pick for Harkless. And Durant sends it back.
Wow, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. A 3 from McCollum. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. He feeds it to Livingston. And Young kicks to Green. Green, the screen. 5 on the clock. Durant, that's good. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that could have easily been an N1. Durant showing terrific body control after contact.
Screen by Nurkic. Here's Harkless. Another shot. Nurkic can't hit. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Now, here's Lillard. Here's Harkless. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you go.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny the Jet Smith. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He ended up with 19 points, 4 assists, and 1 steal. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Look, they got so many weapons, but tonight it's been Klay Thompson's turn to take over. One of the premier long-range shooters in the game. His defense is what elevates him to all-star status.
And Kenny, what did you see from Portland?
Poor efficiency on offense. That's what jumps out at me. You aren't going to win many games shooting under 35%. Bad shot selection, too much one-on-one play, not finishing with authority. Now, these are correctable errors. They could choose to come out in the second half and completely flip that script.
That's it for now as the second half's just about ready to go.
And we welcome you back to a beautiful aerial view of the I-5 freeway as it flows over the Willamette River here in Portland, Oregon. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And so far, he's giving them great production from deep. They've been able to kind of spread the floor because of it.
Well, his shooting has fueled the offense, and we'll see if they can get him the ball to see if he can keep it going in the second half.
So it's the Warriors now. They've led by as many as 11 points. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4. Livingston and Thompson are the guards, and it's McGee in at the 5 down low. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. McGee with the block.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Thompson dishes to McGee. Durant against Nurkic. 6 to shoot. A floater. Nice D from Lillard.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Passes to Harkless. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Warriors leading by 8. Livingston kicks to Thompson. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Back to Livingston. Makes it off the glass. Livingston's got his second basket of the night.
Just watch the way the Warriors run their offense, and you have to think about the way that Steve Kerr had set things up. So many options and cuts on every play, using the three-point line to spread out the defense and find angles and niches to attack. Rarely relies on the ever-present NBA isolation plays.
He kicks it to Durant. He dishes it to Thompson. It's good. And now it's a 12-point Warrior lead.
Man, Klay Thompson, when he gets moving like this, big things happen.
And with the fluid offense that Kerr has the Warriors running right now, Brent, it's as effective as it gets and has been for his whole tenure. The passing is just superb.
Well, it's an unreal offensive system with unreal shooters, Kevin. And so, you know, guys understand that if we keep moving around and we keep moving the ball, everybody's going to have a shot to make a shot and to make the kind of contributions to the team offensively that they're used to. The fantastic part about what Steve's done, though, is the accountability on the defensive end, as Golden State is one of the primetime defenses every year.
Now here's Durant. He's tightly guarded over Harkless. It's tipped. Right wing. Now Lillard. 14 points for him. Kicks to McCollum. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. McCollum's got it back down to within single digits for the Trailblazers. Livingston passes to Thompson. Green, the screen. Back to Thompson. This one for 3. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists tonight. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Love the way that Sean Livingston goes to work when he's on the floor. He knows exactly what his strengths are and how to run an offense. He can act as a scorer at times and usually does it from that mid-range post area. As a guard, not many three-point shots, but devastating from about 8 feet out. Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Here's Lillard. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. And with the height that Sean Livingston has, he provides a mismatch for smaller guards. Also can pass right over the top of them. Brett, I got to tell you, he reminds me a bit of how you used to play.
Well, there's no way that I had that kind of post game, Kevin, but it's very nice of you. I appreciate that. Sean does a great job, however, of finding the spots on the floor where he can be most effective. He does not try to do things whenever he's not at that 12 to 16 foot range where he does most of his damage.
And Lillard kicks to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Shoots over McGee. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
And he has gotten stronger. Durant's been able to do this with more regularity. Powers through for the bucket. Gets a chance to tack on another point at the free throw line.
Well, for a long time, most media guides had Kevin Durant listed at 6'9". Most players and fans knew, Brent, that was dated information from when Durant first joined the league. He's clearly grown since entering the NBA.
It took a while for Kevin Durant to actually admit to the fact that he was 7 feet tall in shoes. So we finally have that tidbit of information that's so critical to whether or not Kevin Durant is a good player or a great player, right? I'm kidding, Kev.
It is. That's good from Durant.
One thing we've seen from the Warriors is that this team's ability to turn things on and just put teams away is remarkable. They hit a switch, the defense causes some turnovers, and in the blink of an eye, 10, 12, 15 points, and you're down big.
Turner dishes to Nurkic to stop the run. It's rebounded by Golden State. McGee's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Outside, Green. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 4th assist in this one. And that burst of scoring and intensity with the Warriors. You know, Brent, sometimes it feels like they only need to play 6 to 10 good minutes of basketball to win a game.
Yeah, sometimes that's all they do, Kevin, and then they let the defense take over. And I think that's what's most amazing about this Warriors roster. It's relentless, but it's relentless on both ends of the floor. You sleep on defense, and offensively they take advantage. And if you're not sharp yourself on the offensive end, the Warriors are just too good down there.
And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That is his first foul of the game. Warriors leading by 20. Livingston passes to McGee. At the elbow, Green. Left side, Durant. Green with a screen on Nurkic. Shoots from the line. Portland grabs the miss. Harkless has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make them pay for it.
Here's Livingston. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Lillard. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Durant with it, guarded now by Harkless. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
They set the screen. The shot by Thompson, no good. Trailblazers trail by 20. Outside Turner. And Lillard kicks to Turner. Over Durant. Here's Nurkic. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Once Nurkic realizes where he is on the floor there, he does an exceptional job getting the D to bite. This is what earns him the trip to the free throw line.
Right, you take a look at Nurkic, young and full of potential. He's still learning how to make the most of his abilities.
Yeah, the Bosnian Bear, Nurkic, had some tough times in Denver as Jokic started to emerge, and there was talk about him sulking and pouting just a little bit, still a young player. But the opportunity now in Portland with established stars in Lillard and a rising one in McCollum could be exactly the type of recipe for success that he was looking for.
Free throw good, Nurkic, and the Warriors making a change here. Cook's checked in. He doesn't get the second one.
Well, this is a fresh start for the big guy, Jusuf Nurkic, here in Portland, where in Denver he was battling with the likes of Jokic, who ended up becoming one of the best centers last year in the NBA, even up there in the Rookie of the Year running. So a midseason trade has unleashed him, a new lease on life, and we'll see what he can provide for this Portland offense under Terry Stotts.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And Nurkic, the 16th pick in the 2014 draft. Denver had a logjam at that center position once Jokic emerged as their star player.
Got to give Neil O'Shea some credit, recognizing that in Denver, between Nurkic and Jokic, they could get one of those big guys, and because of their logjam, O'Shea was able to pluck away Nurkic, who was unhappy with his playing time. Portland could make a nice home for him.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
Here's Lillard. 14 points for him. Harkless kicks to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Portland's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Harkless dishes to Nurkic. Stolen by Thompson. Durant, the pass to Thompson, and the basket is good. Thompson's got 31 points.
Coaching staff loves it when Klay Thompson mixes it up, that time on the drive.
Screen by Nurkic. Here's Lillard. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
A different look now for Portland. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Turner. Pat Connaughton comes in for Harkless, and it's Napier in for McCollum. Warriors on D. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Screen by Nurkic. Napier kicks to Aminu. Over Thompson. Portland again missing. Golden State's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Nurkic against McGee. Nurkic, the pass to Connaughton. 4 on the shot clock. Over Durant. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Ed Davis is checked in for the Trailblazers. Golden State also making some changes. Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kevon Looney comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Caspian for Durant. The Warriors shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Cook dishes to Thompson. And it's off from three-point range. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
No good from Connaughton.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Caspi with the bucket.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
The Trailblazers shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least.
Come on, shoot! Come on, guys!
Lillard, right side. The feed to Davis. In the corner, Napier with it. Shot clock at 5. They need this one. Warriors with the rebound.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
Got to be some consideration here for a different rotation because the matchups right now just not favorable.
1:15 left in the third quarter. Connaughton kicks to Davis. Lillard outside. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Cook, the pass to Thompson. They set the pick. Thompson is doubled. Pachulia with the screen on Lillard. Here's Cook. Hits the front of the rim and out. Portland's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Lillard dishes to Davis. Excellent D there from Pachulia.
It looked like he wanted no part of that. Superb defense there, really making it tough on him.
Here is Cook. 13 points in the game. The screen from Thompson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, that's a good call. Just keep arguing with the officials because they change that call all the time. Not.
Lillard outside. It's blocked. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Warriors ahead, running away with this one. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Great start, fellas. Clay, your cutting is awesome. Your movement without the ball is brilliant. Great stuff.
Good to hear that. Complimenting the motion. Steve Kerr likes this offense and how it's running right now.
And when the players and the ball never seem to stop, it really prevents a defense from getting set and digging in.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Davis is out there with Aminu. Then there's McCollum, and it's Napier in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here is Cook. The pass to Caspi. Pachulia with the screen on Aminu. 6 on the shot clock. His first shot coming late. Pachulia, good. Pachulia's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Warriors.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Cook kicks it to Looney. Here's Pachulia, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
McCollum right side. Napier kicks to McCollum. And it's blocked.
That's great anticipation by Pachulia, using his length to turn that shot away.
Here is Caspi. He's covered by Aminu. It's stolen by Davis. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Napier passes to Aminu. Davis setting the pick for McCollum over Caspi. Here's Davis and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Well, that's a refreshing workman's approach to the game. Davis there beats everyone on the rebound and then finishes strong.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Start it. Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive but not committing turnovers.
Durant's checked in for Golden State. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Picked by Pachulia. Durant kicks to Cook. Golden State moving it around. And here's Young from the arc. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Davis sets a screen. Pass to Connaughton. Back to McCollum. They set the pick. Feeds it to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Aminu with a screen on Young. Here's Napier. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And it's Cook missing. And here's Portland. Napier kicks to McCollum. Over Caspi. Got a hand on it. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Durant. And sticking right with it. Gets the foul with the bucket. And he'll go to the line.
And that's superior length of Durant. Enough to get his shot past most any defender on the inside.
Well, I think Omri Caspi has been underappreciated and didn't play much for the Kings last season. Waived by the Pelicans after injuring that thumb. And hard to figure because he can give you quality minutes.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Klay Thompson comes in for Caspi.
Find the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Durant. And Greg Caspi, an excellent rebounder and a pretty good three-point shooter.
Versatile, he can play either forward position, and his shooting and toughness makes him a great acquisition.
There's a good screen. McCollum against Green. Aminu with a screen for McCollum. Now, here's Aminu. He's guarded closely. Great D that time from Green. The dish to Cook. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Outside, Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Well, Draymond Green must be feeling good because no hesitation in that one there, letting it rip.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Napier tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Green kicks to Cook. Dishes it to Durant. Green with a screen on Aminu. Durant for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Durant's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Napier kicks to McCollum. Pass to Aminu. McCollum with the screen for Aminu. Davis with a screen on Thompson. Aminu with it. Here's Connaughton. Portland again missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Well, the crowd got in here tonight and sat down, and that's where they stayed all night long, extremely poised, which has led to a monster lead.
And it's Cook missing. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Passes it to Connaughton. Over Cook. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Really enjoy his work on the inside. The D was there, but helpless.
Young outside. Green kicks to Cook. Young left side. 13 feet away. That one goes in.
And man, can that guy shoot a turnaround jumper or what? Almost an impossible shot to defend.
Here's Napier. Davis sets a screen. Napier dishes to Davis. Off with the layup.
Well, important to get great balance if you get bumped on your way to the basket. Still something that every player tries to get comfortable with.
McCollum passes to Napier. Back to McCollum. The pass to Connaughton. Jacks up a three. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 3rd assist on the night. Durant kicks to Cook. There's a good screen. He feeds it to Young. Durant dishes to Green. Young outside. The shot off that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's Napier. McCollum outside. To the paint. Stolen by Durant. He kicks to Cook. He dishes it to Young. At the elbow, Green. Shot clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Hits it from three-point range. 34 points for Klay Thompson.
How about the overall ball movement? Green whipping the rock over to his open teammate. Good look.
Napier passes to McCollum. Davis with a screen on Green. Aminu with it, guarded now by Durant. There's a screen. Davis sets a screen. Fires from the corner. And it's Napier missing.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting. You know, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
Back to McCollum. Davis with a screen on Green. McCollum kicks to Aminu. McCollum outside. Over Thompson. Cans the 12-footer. And that's 18 points for C.J. McCollum.
The defender does a good job of contesting there, but McCollum's skill set and focus, they win out.
Durant dishes to Green. Back to Durant. Buries it down low. Durant's got 8 here in the quarter.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Golden State's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Outside, Green. Aminu against Durant. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
Sweet touch on the 3 there. Thompson is a dead-eye threat from long distance.
Kicks it to Aminu. Pass to Connaughton. There's the pick. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Davis. Turner comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Harkless is checked in for Pat Connaughton. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Napier. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. Just 3 to shoot. McCollum, no good.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Fades and shoots. The shot by Thompson, no good. Portland's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. The shot by Harkless, no good. Golden State's gotten 8 shots off from 3-point land and hit half of them. And here's Livingston. And Young kicks to Thompson. Nails the wide open jump shot. Thompson's got 39.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout. a dominating performance for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Klay Thompson.
He came in with a focus and brought that dominant performance to the defense all night long, controlling the pace of the game and was firing on all cylinders.
Young's shot is off.
I'm just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
Now here's Harkless. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
One shot, mind the lanes.
The free throw off from Harkless. And the Warriors with possession here. Screen by Young. There's the screen. And Thompson kicks to Durant. Damian Lillard pulls it in.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much here with Kevin Durant. It seems like even with some adversity thrown your way, you guys find a way.
Well, we're moving the basketball. You know, we're just relying on each other. And, you know, we're just believing in each other, man. No matter what, we just stick together.
It was very obvious that that was the case. Thanks, KD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.